It was unfortunate. I mean, I saw your webcam and I did feel bad for you. It's just one of those. Again, it's just general race variance.
Yeah.
It might only happen 1 in a million times, but it happened in the race, and that's why it's unfortunate. Though you go on to face. Sorry, I don't actually have the bracket up. I do apologize about that. Do you know who you're going to face? Mostly. Is it the winner? Oh.
I think it's the winner of Louis and
It
somebody.
is Louis. It is Louis.
Oh, it's Louis.
So I'm prepared to go into the losers bracket.
Yeah.
I mean,
That is a pretty tall order, I guess.
For both of us anyway.
What was that?
It was gonna happen for both of us anyway.
Oh yeah.
But TM, you get to play the winner of Jackson and Pat. Sorry, Pat, formerly Patrick Carr.
Yeah.
Storster. I was just reading it from the bracket there. We're nearly ready to get started with this race.
Yeah.
Both runners are ready. Again, I feel bad that we're not able to talk for longer, considering how interesting a race that was. We do have a pretty big one coming up.
Yeah.
Both are. No, it's. And I will be taking over from Jackson. I do really appreciate it, Jackson. You guys work together so well. That was really good commentary, so thank you so much.
Thank you guys for the restream.
Yeah, no worries. That's all Def's department. Def has been doing a lot of great work, restream and thought and everything. So thank you.
All right.
Thanks to everybody, as always, for all the hard work that everyone's put into this so far. It's been fun so far.
No worries. It's been a pleasure. It's been a lot of fun.
So you're taking over commentary for me, right, Ben? I think you just said that. I just have bad memory.
Yep.
Okay.
Like I say, Jackson, do really appreciate it. You did a really good job there. And
Thank you.
Danke makes it pretty easy to do a good job as well. A lot of fun to work with.
Oh, thanks, man. It's my pleasure.
Yeah. Thank you again. Alrighty, Jackson. I guess I'll see you for the next one. Take care.
Okay. Can you hop in general for 1 second?
GG again, mostly. Congratulations and commiserations, TM. That was so close. Obviously. Alright. Congrats.
But yeah, heck of a race there, and I can only imagine we're in store for another awesome one here.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. This is a highly anticipated race, just as all three are this evening. If the first race is anything to go by, we've got a big night ahead of us. Alrighty, so I think the most interesting thing about this, and the question a lot of people will be asking, is will Calco break the mold and get cape? Or will he actually continue going capeless? Fireflower Mario all the way?
Yeah, I think that's definitely a question on everyone's mind right now.
Because I suppose the thing with that is Calco's really consistent. He's always getting amazing runs, no cape, no Starworld. And if he gets one of those times, of course, that pretty much will win most races. But a decent no Starworld run will beat world record in no cape, no Starworld. So it's interesting to say the least.
I'm also curious. I wonder if Calco, how much. It might depend on how much attention he's paying to doing. That might sway his decision whether or not to pick up a cape at some point.
Yeah, definitely. No, I agree with that. I guess we'll just have to see. It might also just be a case of he's decided he's just the no cape, no Starworld god. I'll just go the whole way with that. But yeah, he probably should consider it, I guess.
Before, it might just be a matter of comfort with him and the fact that he's just so incredibly consistent without the cape that it's just You know, it might not even be anything. It might just be because it's such in his comfort zone to run through the whole game without a cape that, you know, he just chooses to do it voluntarily.
I couldn't agree more with that. But it's interesting. As a percentage play, maybe it is just easier for to go capeless. Gets the shell jump as well.
Nice smooth ease here from both runners. But stranger things have happened.
Yeah, I guess I am really looking forward to seeing what Calco does. I would imagine if he ends up picking up cape, say for Royfly, as you mentioned earlier, we might even see that later in the run. Even though it would probably make a lot of sense to, I almost feel like he's not going to collect cape in DP1.
Yeah, I'll be really curious to see. I mean, because I'm not sure of the time, how much time Morton Fly saves, but someone like Rupert.
It definitely saves enough time that you really should be going for it. It's just so easy to lose a race by that amount of time. I'd say I think it's like a cycle and a half, maybe. That's like 10 seconds. Although I'm sure TM's in the chat and he can correct me on that. No underball, I know, what a scam. Alright, World 1, there's nothing usually going on, pretty standard. Thankfully no deaths as well, which is always a good thing.
Glimpse of whether or not, at this point, what Calco's thinking here.
Oh, I'm only joking, TM.
Kills.
Kills it.
Super Koopa.
He says, no thanks, I don't need your cheater escape. I was going to suggest, though, if Calco somehow wins the tournament without cape, I think we should all just give up. Clearly.
Could not agree more.
We should just all go home and accept the consequence that we're all bad.
Cape, Calco getting a 360 and Rupert obviously not getting fast flag, posting a 359. So even no cape strats, Calco manages to have a little bit faster DP1.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. That's fairly amusing. Of course, getting a 59 is, you know, something that can happen with cape, but it's still amusing. That's just how good Calco is without that cape.
Nice shell grab there from Roop.
Make sure not to lose that shell nose fish there. Plays it a bit safe. And even though there are 6 in-game seconds in between both runners here for DS1, the lack of a pipe transition basically makes it seem more of a time loss for Calco than it actually is. It's very, very close between Calco and Rupert in that case.
Nice ghost house from both runners. This, as we all know, DP3 is one of the more challenging no cape levels run. So, there's potential spot for Calco to. But then again, we are talking about Calco here.
Yes, DP3 is a notoriously difficult level in No Cape, No Starworld. But thus far, Calco having no issues with it.
And
I mean, obviously,
absolutely
I'm rooting.
flawless.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Absolutely flawless from Calco there, and Roopert2 getting a 263, so he got fast fly as well.
Yeah, I was about to say, obviously I'm rooting for guys equally. I don't pick favorites in races, but it would be kind of interesting to see Calco win this, considering it looks like he will be putting himself at what would normally be a disadvantage. Okay, grabs the shell, looks like... Actually, I'm going to be honest, I forget where that shell... Oh, yes! To just fly over, of course. That's Calco's version of Cape, basically.
It's just so much fun to watch that setup every time with that shell and how he throws it perfectly in to that spot every time. It's
Yeah, Casey, I was saying that if that's the case, we should just all go home and never play again. But I suppose that answers your question. He won't have Cape for Morton Fly.
he optionally skipped the spring there.
And it looks like he tried to go for flight right up to the top, which is a method I prefer, even though it's very, very difficult, especially without that green block. But still got the correct cycle. Most important thing.
And even though Calco having no issues, like we said, this is really the first level where having a cape really can create a bit of a significant.
Yeah, and as someone mentioned in chat there, Calco, or sorry, not Calco, Rupert's PB is quite old, so there is a decent chance that he could PB this run. Again, his time was good regardless, let alone the fact that he set it like 3 or 4 years ago, so with the more updated, comfortable strats, he could definitely do it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I mean, so far he's been playing very cleanly, so it's well within his skill range for certain.
And his no reset before the stream as well. It was a very good run. I think it was like a 34.02, I can't remember, but it was pretty damn good. And even though Calco has played basically perfectly, that is the issue with having no cape. He is behind at the moment, probably by about 15 seconds, and will likely lose more time against Rupert in this level as well. I will be right back. Go ahead, thank you.
Okay, no problem, man. And actually, it looked like I think Rupert entered the pipe at about 278 and Calco with a 280. So actually, Calco saved some time there. This is the unexpected. Well, I suppose it's not unexpected with Calco, but level here where it'll just be very easy for Rupert. And left the whole way, and we're gonna see strats here from Calco. Rupert is through, no problem. And right along as well. Well, at the end here, Calco, without having the cape, is going to have to jump in the water. Also going to lose him some time. Another level where a little bit here and there to make up with the cape. And Calco eating a dolphin. into the fort for Rupert. Glimpse of Reznor here. Is kind. Both runners. I would imagine that Rupert will go for the quick Reznor strats. Calco with his classic little troll there. Pop in the cape for everybody to see. Rupert does go for the quick kill, and very nicely done. Is about to enter.
Yeah, shoutouts to Team Reznor.
Beautifully done from Calco as well.
Yeah, beautifully done. It's everybody's favorite level coming up. Yeah, but a rich one. Auto scroller hype. So I guess I could take this opportunity to mention again that coming up directly after this race will be Truman versus Waldo. And again, this has probably been one of the hypest blocks we've had in the tournament so far, so definitely looking forward to that.
Absolutely. Spectacular matchups. I couldn't agree more from
Well, Jackson, that's the thing. I mean, Calco possibly could get no Cape, no Starworld world record in this race, but that doesn't mean that he wouldn't lose against a decent no Starworld time. Which would be unfortunate and almost slightly ironic, but yeah, just as TNT says. Yeah, it would be pretty nice.
spot. If knowing Calco, if he knows that Rupert's ahead of him, and we'll see if he gets the cape. Nope, he's trolling us again.
Oh wow, dude, that's so funny. I was about to say, wow, he's actually going to get it, and nope, baited by Calco. Get wrecked.
Feel like that pretty much ought to seal it, and Calco telling us that once again he's going the whole way without a cape. Another level here that's very easy for Rupert, just a quick flyover, and that's here from Calco, we'll see.
And even though Calco is going to be getting the blue shell in order to fly over the level, if you make the slightest mistake grabbing this shell, it's just the domino effect. If you don't react to it well, your Yoshi's gone. You're having to look at going through this level with just Fire Flower, which is pretty difficult, honestly. Although for Calco, it's probably easy peasy. Very good, though.
See what Rupert does here, what strat he goes for in room 2. Strats.
Ooh. Ooh, nice. Very nice room 2 from there.
Excuse me.
And it's interesting, a lot of Rupert strats do tend to be the more old school ones. I suppose people using Fire Flower in room 2 has been a more recent thing, but you know, he nails that really, really scary strat. Okay.
Yeah, that was beautifully done. The Calco is 33 course clear for Rupert. And about a 53 for Calco. So only 20 seconds here. Calco's behind.
Yep. Again, I suppose it's just the issue with not grabbing Cape. I mean, massive shout-outs to Calco regardless. If he's coming within his PB by any amount of time, it's amazing. But assuming that Rupert keeps playing the way he has, it, might not be a good thing. So definitely so a slight issue there at the start of FY1. Thankfully manages to eat that Wiggler and not get hacked by the hitbox either.
It's always risky to eat a Wiggler.
Yeah, you've got to be very careful. Yeah, thankfully it's not too bad if you don't have P-Speed.
A little bit of trouble there at the end. Also, he opted to eat those 2 Wigglers on that little runway there. Himself some room. I didn't actually see what happened, but he must have had a little bit of a hiccup there.
I mean, it's the so-called RNG jump. I'm always anxious about calling it RNG because there's always some guy that corrects me. Oh, it's luck. Oh, it's RNG. But yeah, it's not consistent.
Okay, so Rupert missing 1 cycle there, but nailing it second try.
In their second try. Yeah, TM knows what I'm talking about. Nah, I'm only joking, obviously. But yeah, it's the so-called RNG jump on that final big Koopa guy with the hammers. I'm good with names. But Calco saving some time against Rupert there.
Yeah, certainly, and the gap. Little by little, but obviously we'll see here the potential very big shift.
Yeah, over the last 2 levels, I think he tightened it up by about 10 seconds. The only thing that's pretty difficult for Calco is if, I'm assuming he will, but if Rupert nails that fly, that is quite a time loss compared to him for Calco. Although it wouldn't be anywhere close to over, obviously. Absolutely beautiful Forest of Illusion 3. Again, unsurprising. Calco just reminding us all that he's amazing.
Here we go.
Ooh,
That was
that was
scary,
close.
scary.
That was really close. But yeah, Rupert has to be feeling pretty good about that. Ooh, okay.
On
He
the
lost
platform.
P-Speed there. No.
Oh, Rupert getting
Oops.
trolled
Sorry,
by
guys.
the never shoots at the end there.
I do apologize for keep accidentally cutting you off. It's so exciting, this race.
It's more than fine.
Now that will change the dynamic of the race if Rupert decides to go on capeless, because there's one guy in this race that I favor capeless. Honestly, gonna be totally honest there. But if he goes back for cape, that's probably his lead brought back to or down to like 1 or 2 seconds.
So, which runner is it that you favor, capeless, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, obviously Rupert. No, I shouldn't say that. I mean, both runners are amazing, but obviously, whenever you're against Calco, you do have to question whether you're gonna be able to keep up. But it goes on without it, so that's pretty. Battle of the no capes.
I like it.
Okay, first half
He's
chocolate
certain.
almond. Very nice.
Oh. Can probably be certain that Rupert will be. Oh,
Ooh. It's not a massive. Well, that was a bit scary. Wow. Yeah, we're not talking about time differences. We're talking about consistency. But yeah, that was really nice. At least he gets that spring. Knows to go cape. Whether he grabs it here or later be interesting. I imagine he's gonna grab it here. Yeah, he does.
that's probably the safest bet.
I think it's a sensible race option. And I suppose that's the other thing to mention about Rupert. Rupert has really, really good race record. He's done so many races in his time, so he'll know what a decent percentage play is. And I think he made a good decision there.
I agree.
Again, pretty much no issues from Calco in any level, just FY1, which is unfortunate. That's out of his control. So he gets that early door, no fear. Yeah, also forgot to mention that nice safe strat at the end of Ghost House, decides not to go for the damage boost. Just plays it slightly safe.
Yeah, very smart decision.
So I guess we'll get to see just after this level how close it is. Probably within 20 seconds. And Calco makes that room 2 look scary, but obviously he knows what he's doing, so not to worry.
Oh no, and Rupert getting hit there.
So, nice backup. Also, thankfully, that football didn't bounce up, otherwise he would be getting hit again. And gets the midway point. Because why not, definitely.
And Calco as well with the mid tape.
Yep, didn't die, got
mushroom.
kicked back. Went pretty well considering the start.
It's easy to panic quickly there if you have a hiccup in the beginning of Chocolate Secret. So nice and collected from Rupert there.
I knew that feeling. I lost my new kit in Starworld run that way. I just had one hiccup and then my brain just turned to mush. Again, just Calco teaching us how to go fast without cape. Absolutely beautiful. Needless to say, if he loses this race, it's just been a wonderful performance.
Oh, for certain.
Oh, and okay. Just playing it safe. I'm not sure if that was intentional playing it safe or not. Though he won't be able to get the earlier cycle, unfortunately. Possibly giving Calco, well, not possibly, but Calco will be able to save some time against Roopert83.
I think Rupert was going for it. I think he just was a little late on his jump over that first pit and got stuck there.
Yeah, possibly. Again, I wasn't 100% sure. Though a very, very nice Castle 6 from Rupert, other than the mistake at the start.
Flawless.
Yeah, very well done, Calco. GG. He loses that cape, but thankfully he can grab cape in the next level. Won't have the option of doing a damage boost on. Oh my word!
no. Calco takes a death.
Calco! No! What? I had to restrain myself there. Oh, and he didn't even get the midway! He didn't get the midway! Oh no! Oh, this...
Incredibly unfortunate.
Wow, dude. Gets that undersaw though. Still going for maximum swag. I expect nothing less either. Rupert looking in quite a decent position at this point, I have to say. It's obviously not over, but a very good position to be in. Dang, Calco, that was unfortunate, dude. Also, I suppose the interesting thing to mention as well is, if I somehow win my race against Seathorn, I will be playing the winner of these guys. So, basically, Seathorn will be playing the winner of these guys. But we'll see. And that match is at 8 PM EST on Friday. Rip me. Tournament cancelled.
Trouble there, losing his cape and
Oh.
ops to deboost.
Now, the interesting thing is, if Rupert's watching the restream, I would suggest he might even go back for cape, even though he'll have... Oh, I was about to say even though he'd have to go back twice, but he can grab this mushroom. Looks like he might even be setting himself up for going back for cape. Again, we'll see how far ahead he is coming out of this, but I would nearly suggest it, even though generally I wouldn't. Oh. Yeah.
Having trouble.
Unfortunately, wasn't set up very well for the spiky balls. So, I'd say that we're probably quite close again, in terms of how this race is going to... the nerves might be there. Plus, being ahead of Calco, that's going to bring in some nerves.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, it certainly did for me, you know, in my race with Calco. I was sweating bullets knowing that I was a little bit ahead of him.
Calco swimming between both boo rings like an absolute boss. Wow. That was pretty cool there. Really, really cool. Oh, even though it was lit.
Yeah, Rupert here opting to not go back.
Yeah, I think that's fine, just as long as he's comfortable with the new cape strats, which he looks like he is. Oh my word, dude. I saw that in slow motion, and it's really good that he jumped. He was so close to dying. Rupert, that is.
It was
Wow.
very scary at the end there. Bob won.
It's so funny, because I was just thinking to myself, well, hopefully he grabs that box. That's the only mistake you can pretty much make after that point. Wow. I nearly had a heart attack. Yeah, Fluffy Ponies gets it. Dude, that was scary. Oh yeah, orb.
Oh yeah, both of us slacking on that.
Okay, there's just been a couple of heart attacks this race, but okay, Rupert getting that cape now, that makes a lot of sense. Assuming you're not going for sandbar, if you get 2 cycle skips, that cape's absolutely free to pick up. Sort of close from Rupert, but no problems. Gets that second cycle skip, no problem whatsoever.
At this point, we have to imagine that Calco will most certainly be going for sandbar.
I say there's about a 99% chance of that, so... Again, Rupert looking in a pretty good position, but he does still have Valley Fort to come.
Oh, and Calco going for sandbar, getting pinched, unfortunately.
That's unfortunate. I mean, massive shoutouts for going for it. It always takes some cojones to do that. Also, I wasn't trying to speak his language. I was just trying not to say the English version of that.
Rupert really in a very, very good position now at this point.
Yep, looking pretty decent for him. I think he'd probably have to die twice, maybe? But again, that's not to say it can't happen.
Through the crushers.
Slightly aggressive Reznor, but no problem whatsoever, again. Rupert has been playing really, really well this race. Pretty much the only mistakes were in the start of Wendy's. Second try FY2, which is considered a success in my books, and Sunken Goose Ship.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. And I'm with you on the FOI2 clip.
Yeah, I don't even know why I mentioned that. FOI2 second try clip, really, really good.
On to Bowser now as Calco's making his way through the crushers. Absolute catastrophe from Rupert. He's pretty much got it locked up at this point.
It probably is the case. So guys, if you were concerned about this wonderful race being over, pretty much about 5 to 10 minutes after this race, we're also going to have another big one, and that's Truman versus Waldo. Also another very close one.
Nicely through the dark room from Calco. Really getting the ball skipped there. And on to phase 3.
I definitely couldn't argue with that, Jaw64. If you're ahead, you might as well just play safe and get through the race. There's no shame in doing safe strats. You, dude, yeah, it's been a pretty awesome race. Almost GG time for Rupert. And he was a bit delayed on that 5th hit, so just doesn't go cape kill. Gets hit, but no problem. And that is GG for Rupert. With a 35-12 STA time. Congratulations. Okay, so as I mentioned, we have this next race coming up. We'll have about 5 minutes to talk to runners. I don't think Calco will be joining just because of the language barrier, but it's likely that Rupert will join live. So I'll just see if he wants to.
GG time for Calco here too. Calco's own splits 36-25. GG Calco. Another heck of a capeless performance. That's to be expected. Great race, guys.
Alrighty, so just asked Rupert there if he wants to join us in live. Obviously, he doesn't have to. it's totally up to him. Again, massive, massive congrats to Calco, regardless of coming second, because he's just a no-cape warrior. What an absolute legend. Really, really good result, regardless.
Yeah, definitely. Couldn't agree more. And it's obviously not the end for Calco. He will just be moving down to the losers bracket. So plenty more potential for Calco to make his way back.
Congrats, Rupert. And just to finish what you were saying there, Danke, I'm all fine with this. I technically predicted this. I didn't predict Calco to win. I predicted Calco to win from the losers bracket. So it'll be interesting to see if that prediction comes true. Rupert, GG, congrats.
Thank you.
Versus the master, and even though he does have that penalty of not having cape, no easy task.
No, not at all.
So, how do you feel?
Well, I'm glad that I managed to pull that off. The first half went okay, and then I started getting a little nervous with it. And I made some silly mistakes along the way, but I managed to hold it together. Had to no cape a few levels.
Yeah, it was really impressive. Just the start of Wendy and something, and other than those two minor mistakes, a really, really good run. You must be really pleased. A couple of save strats here and there as well, which makes sense.
Yeah, I tried to play it safe in a few places. So I did feel that it was worth the risk.
Absolutely. If you're like 30, 40 seconds ahead, it makes no sense. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
You made us a little nervous on your Roy fly there.
Yeah. Yeah. I kind of did the setup a little weird, but and then I managed to get hit by the fireball at the end of it. But
oh, sorry, my apologies. I actually forgot. But you so you must, I don't know if you were practicing that or whether you knew it for years, basically.
What's that? It broke up on me a little bit.
Oh, I apologize. I'm not sure if that was some years, considering your PB's like 3 or 4 years old, or whether. Oh, apparently I'm breaking up with Daph as well. I will be quiet.
And then yes, as Stiverson pointed out too, that the end of VOB 1 there with the chuck, you scared us.
Yeah. Yeah, I picked up the block a little, or I think I picked it up a little early or something like that. There for a split second, I thought for sure I was going to have a death there, and I feel like I got a little bit lucky on that one.
You managed to put together a pretty nice run and slay the legend himself, Calco.
Yeah, it's never.
That was scary at the end of VOV1. Sorry again.
Yeah, but that's defeating Calco in any form is never an easy task. That's for sure.
Shout out and GG to Calco for being the madman, going capeless the whole way, sticking true to his guns. Else to say about your run, Roop, or any other comments?
I guess I don't have a lot to add to that. I guess I'll need to keep practicing and so forth for next week and so forth. I've been playing pretty well actually. I did a run finished a run right before the race, and I had a 34-30 on that, which was pretty close to a 4-year-old PB in this category. So so hopefully I can keep that up and keep improving and so forth going forward.
Yeah, definitely, man. Looking forward to watching your next race. Will be against the winner of Seathorn and QSM, actually. So,
howdy. Yeah, so I hope you're looking forward to playing. He's an absolute madman. It's a pretty big ask for yourself as well, but I have no chance basically. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, of course, I can win it, but it's very, very unlikely in my opinion. That's not me being humble. It's just experience. So yeah, coming up with Truman versus Weird Waldo, 42. And they're just getting set up in the race room. Yeah, I think we have a couple of minutes anyway. Have you any? Oh yeah. No, actually, it's fine. So, have you any final thoughts, Rupert? This is sort of your time. If you're nothing to say, that's fine.
I don't really have much more to add. I just feel fortunate that I've made it this far, and I don't feel that I'll make it much farther in the winners bracket. But I mean, anything can happen. I guess that's always the case. So I guess I'll just do the best I can going forward, and we'll see what happens.
Okay, guys, we've got a big task in our hand. Everyone go over to Truman's chat. Tell him to play a good game. I think he might have forgotten about his race, so that's why we've got this short delay. It's it's just one of those things that can happen. Yeah, you
congrats on the win, man.
Yeah, thanks guys.
Yeah, major GTAs. Congratulations. Alrighty, so we're just waiting for our next race. It should be in a couple of minutes. But I suppose in the meantime, we probably have the music going on stream anyway, after we stop talking. We're just setting up here.
Okay, I'll hop off and maybe catch a little bit of this next race, but thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much, Rupert. I actually forgot to say, major thanks to yourself and Calco. I really appreciate everyone putting up with the sort of tight deadlines, and I'm going to relax it a bit much. So thank you very much. It's really awesome. Alrighty, thank you very much. If you want to leave, work away. And yeah, we're just getting this set up. I've made contact with Truman. Hopefully he's still about.
As Weird Waldo's putting up some funny pictures on his stream over there.
Oh yeah, Waldo, his meme game's pretty strong. I agree. Yeah, I absolutely. Pamplemousse. If Seathorn's Super Famicom blows up or he forgets who he is momentarily about 35 minutes, I might have a chance of winning this. But Seathorn, you see, the problem is I'm going to be against Seathorn, and if I lose to him, I'm probably going to be against Aaron. And in the last couple of tournaments I've played, they've both been putting me out, so it looks like it's going to be the same as usual. They have a very, very consistent set of results against me. Surprising. Okay, League of Legends stream is hilarious. Okay, I do apologize about the delay.
Just gonna step out for a couple minutes here, Ben. I will be right back.
Oh, absolutely, you don't need to ask.